sports coverage of the National Football League. Brings us to the capital city of Colorado. Welcome to Denver and Empower Field at Mile High. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. On the visiting sideline, there's Chargers head coach Jim Harbaugh. This team playing exceptional football, 8-2 in their last 10. On the other side, you've got the head coach of the Broncos. This guy's come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson on hand as Cameron Dicker is set to kick things off. And off we go from Denver. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Sometimes you can just see a player who is clearly playing what they call the zone, right? Mike, last week when we went back and watched him, whether he was throwing touchdowns or scoring with his legs, the defense just simply didn't have an answer for him. He was arguably the best player on the field, regardless of position. He's able to continue to do that here. It's going to be a tough move to beat. That's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. It'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
At the 39-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Putting the tight end in motion. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hours spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
So Narvison now, after the touchdown, will kick this one away. Here he is, Tyreek Hill back to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike. But outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball and was seemingly in control the entire game. This defense all week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes. So he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. If he does that, I tell you what, I really like their chances.
Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. He'll get that into the hands of Tyreek Hill. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Dorian Williams in to make the play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the Chargers' 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and 8.
Yellow! On the line! Yellow!
Here's Mahomes. Brought in by Chris Olave. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Gain of 9 yards. That's another Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 26.
Here's Mahomes. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. From the 25, here's second and 8.
I don't need to.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
That's good.
That is a gain of 15, and now it's first and goal.
First down.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. Throwing is Mahomes. The throw here is complete. And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line. That the former Defensive Rookie of the Year, Will Anderson, in there to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year.
Now after taking that loss on the sack, it changes your entire approach offensively. You go from playing for 6 to now everything is just about coming away with points.
A return now from the 4. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Chargers offense running back Josh Jacobs heading back on the field. He has run the ball well to this point in the season, right there amongst the NFL leaders in rushing. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. From the 24 now, here's second and 8. They'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll get this one out to Jacobs. And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Chargers get set to kick it away. Back deep, it's Tyreek Hill. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 29
start on the ground. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as the tackle is made just shy of the 40.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
First and 10 for Mahomes. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
So second down, and they'll run it. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7, and it'll bring up third down. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. 3rd and 2. Here we go.
Yellow.
Mahomes. They'll try to set up the screen here. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. It's 4th down coming up. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The head coach of the Chargers, their former QB as well, Jim Harbaugh, his offense goes back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They send the tight end in motion. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
A 28-yard gain. First down, Chargers.
Now they'll set up to throw. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That pickup, good for 29 yards.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allowed him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Here's the screen taken in by Jacobs. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play. Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Here's Braden Narvison now to try the field goal. This a 42-yard attempt. Narvison's kick is good. And the Chargers go out to a 10-3 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The Broncos offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing is Mahomes. They'll look to set up the screen here. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4.
Here's a second and 6.
At the 46-yard line.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he's going to get him the first down here. Across midfield and down to the 45.
First down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Mahomes. Short throw there, pulled in by Evans. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
16 yards. That's another Broncos.
On first and 10, it's Mahomes. Right back to Evans. He's got it again. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Brings up second and
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
in the end zone.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Mahomes now to throw again. He's got his man to the right side. It's complete. And he's close to the goal line. Won't have the touchdown, but he does pick it up on 3rd down.
First and goal at the 1
A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. It is brought in the end zone. Tyreek Hill, touchdown Broncos. So now this to get them back to even heading into the break. The kick is good. Broncos will tie things up. It's now 10-10. So a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this first half as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Broncos offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The third quarter begins with a run, and they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's gotten even stronger now here in the second.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. What a way to start this drive. A second big play. This one for 22. Here's 1st and 10. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Will Anderson. He gets in for sack number 127 in his brilliant career, moving him past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Not just a 1st down, but reception number 70 on the season.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on 3rd down, but what they call 3rd and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert 3rd downs that distance, chances are you got a pretty big time quarterback.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 12-yard line.
Yellow.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. Going to depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short. The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. Here's Mahomes. That's taken in, and he's going to have that 1st down. They didn't want to settle for 3. And now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Yellow.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That is caught, and he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 1, 2nd and goal.
Yellow.
They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Denver.
It just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Chargers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately his passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion. This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get on the ball.
A gain there of 15. It's good for a Charger first down.
The Chargers first down. A gain of 15. Chargers first down.
A run up the middle with Jacobs. And he proves tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 2. Neighbors in motion. He'll drop to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
And the Chargers first down. A gain of 7. First down, Los Angeles.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Upper very skillful. That's going to bring up second down.
Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
So they're trying to get the ball out of the hand of the quarterback. That's the best way to slow down any good pass rush, but the accuracy and the run after catch is a critical part of the play. So when this ball is not thrown out in front, what they call the front shoulder pad throw, it makes it really hard for this slant route to get completed, and the ball's thrown so far behind him.
At the 27-yard line.
To the air now on first. That's going to be intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner, inside the 20.
Yeah, that's just a mistake by this quarterback, Mike. That's just really inexcusable. You can't continue to push your luck. And at a level like this, against defenders this good, you continue to put the ball in harm's way, eventually, they're going to make you pay.
Going after now from Dicker. He gets it to go, and the Broncos move out to a 24-10 lead.
Chargers 10. Dicker to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. The return starts from the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Chargers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Right back to the air following that pick 6. He'll get this one out to Jacobs. And he will not be able to get away. Good work. Getting in there to force him out of bounds. It's a loss of a couple. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. A little short pass here. Caught by his tight end. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4. And bring up third down.
Brings up third and 8.
Back to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn it to a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the fourth. They will turn it over on down. Up the middle they go. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Second down and 3. They'll stick with him again. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the first down.
Right back to him on first down. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Now they'll run. It's a counter. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down.
It's now third and 15.
Yellow. 180. 15.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Broncos. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Kicker now for the extra point. He's got it. Broncos will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to get back to work. They'll do so with first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got room past the 35. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
And the Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 38.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Tight end going in motion here. first and 10. They'll set up to throw.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot. To the air one more time. He's got it at about the 8. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown Chargers.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be at a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
The Broncos offense. And Patrick Mahomes coming out for their next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Here's a 2nd and 9.
The 42-yard line.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Yellow. 43. 43. 50. Yellow.
They'll drop to throw. He looks middle here, and there's Olave. The Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll discuss what's to come. It's 4th down is looming.
6. Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
Yellow. Hey, Ripley. Yellow. Hey, Sunday. Yellow.
Now Mahomes. He's got his man. It's Hill. And he's going to have the Broncos first down. As this defense too loose there. Gain of 19 on 4th down.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them on balance.
And it'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. 1st and goal coming up.
The 2-yard line.
Here's a run. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Dicker, good with the extra points. And the Broncos are able to extend the lead.
17.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Here we go. One final play. Rolling to the left. The ball comes out. The Broncos have it. So this will wind up a win for the Broncos. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month of November.